referee. Going to be a title contender in the very. And when he winds up, it's from the backyard.
Welcome, fans, to another edition of Continental Championship Wrestling. That's right, back on the air after all these years with the finest in professional wrestling. With me, I'm Ben Masters. We've got Mr. Bob Smith here, the color commentator. Bob, a lot's going on, especially tonight on this episode.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We have the longest family feud in professional wrestling history, the Fuller family. They get really crazy, back and forth. A lot of excitement tonight. I can't wait for everyone to see it.
The history of Continental Championship Wrestling was Ron and Robert Fuller, the Tennessee Stud, and all that surrounded it tonight. Let's see what's happening these days with the Fuller family. Stay tuned. Continental Championship Wrestling starts now.
Now, as we go inside the Houston County Farm Center Annex building, Robert Fuller, also known as Colonel Robert Parker, coming out to the ring. Ben, this is a legend for Continental Championship Wrestling right here.
You know, Robert Fuller has been a wrestler in the Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida area. His family pretty much ran wrestling.
It looks like he has something to say.
He always has something to say.
Because old Colonel Parker, you know I got 7 names, not just Robert Fuller. I'm Colonel Parker, Tennessee League. I'm the badass Tennessee Stud's what I am. Oh, yeah. Well, tonight I got the joy and the privilege of announcing one of the greatest stars of all time. The greatest star in Dothan, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. We're going to Jimmy Golden.
Jimmy Golden, another legend in the wrestling business.
The gorgeous one.
Gorgeous. Ain't he pretty?
His mama said so. Pretty sure. And there's Larry Brock. Speaking of legends.
Oh, yeah. And Jimmy Golden get ready to take on Michael Patrick of the Dirty Blondes, coming out with Ron Fuller, Tennessee Stud Ron Fuller. Now, knowing the history of the Dirty Blondes, this is kind of a odd pairing, I would be safe to say.
It really is. And seeing Ron Fuller, I'm sure he has a lot to say himself about his brother, Robert Fuller. The two have not seen eye to eye lately.
First of all, I'm out here for a reason. Fully Mike was in the hospital. He's had real problems with his legs lately, and he's not able to be here. And he sent me this gentleman here. I really don't know a whole lot about him, but Bob thinks that he's the man to take care of you, and I'm going to be in his corner tonight.
Maniac Michael Patrick is a tag team wrestler. It's unusual to see him alone, but like you said, this man's dangerous, and he is a maniac in that ring.
You know something? When Bob Armstrong wasn't going to be here, that was your opportunity to duck out right there. Just head out. People here in Dothan wouldn't have missed you no how, because they know they got the Tennessee Stud here. Don't be so sure that you are the Tennessee Stud. You're far from it. You're more like the Tennessee U, man. You need to try to calm things down a little bit, Rob. You need to start seeing that there's maybe another way to do things than the way you do it.
I'm thinking Easter at their house is a lot of fun.
Oh, the holidays must be a treat.
You imagine their mom and dad and
You would imagine after all these years, they would have worked everything
was
out.
a great.
Look at the maniac Michael Patrick just attacking Jimmy Golden from behind.
Jimmy Golden has a lot of history with the Fullers, so seeing him come out with Ron Fuller, Robert Fuller's, you just never know which side he's going to be on. Right now, Michael Patrick's showing how devious he is. Got that leg across the throat. Referee Larry Brock right on top of the action. You're watching Continental Championship Wrestling. It's great to have you here, and hope that you'll join us each and every Saturday night from 11 to 12 right here in Dothan, Alabama.
Now using the shirt to choke Jimmy Golden. Larry Brock needs to get a little bit more control over the maniac.
He raked the back and got that shirt off of him. Hard blow to the head now.
And now, look at here. There's the tag team partner we were looking for. Brian Bam Bam Brock now at ringside.
A lot of people compared this man to Terry Gordy and compare these two to the Freebirds. So seeing them here ringside, something low down's about to happen. Now you see Jimmy Golden, he can take it or he can dish it out, and he hadn't always been a fan favorite. He can go low below the belt if he needs to.
Look at Brian Brock there grabbing the foot of Jimmy Golden, tripping him up, and now Rod Fuller grabbing a hold.
He's got him a dirty blonde right now and throwing him out. Wait, throwing him to the side like he's a sack of potatoes.
He wasn't too thrilled with what he just saw there.
Absolutely not. That's not what he signed up for. That's not why he hired this man.
And
a
Robert
man
Fuller
can fight on his own.
really liking the actions there of Ron Fuller.
Well, let's hope that for Robert Fuller's sake, Ron Fuller don't get a hold of him.
Michael Patrick off the ropes, and now Ron Fuller grabbing Michael Patrick. Jimmy Golden dropping the knee.
Turnabout is fair play, right?
Count 3, and Jimmy Golden picks up the victory.
He got him right there. And now Robert Fuller going after his brother, not happy at all.
Actually, I think he kind of liked it.
Yeah, he is. He's like, he's celebrating the fact that he got the win. What is going on here?
Well, this happened back in 2016, and coming up this year, May 11th.
What is this?
Look at this. Paul Jourdain, just a few months ago at a Wrestle America show, getting attacked in the parking lot.
This is golden.
Now that was vicious. Paul Jourdain's not a small man.
Right, he's not.
The end game.
The end game, Paul Jourdain. But we caught up with him right after this happened, and he has a pretty good idea of who was behind it.
I'm trying to get into my car, and then somebody comes and jumps me from behind, and they try to tell me to calm down, tell me to sit down and have a seat. I can't have a seat! I can't have a seat, Michael! Judas, I understand exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to play some mind games. May 11th, this is personal now. You want to play with me? You just wrote off your end game. Because May 11th, CCW 2.0, I'm going to end it.
Definitely Paul Jourdain, very intense there, very upset over getting attacked like that. And he has a chance to face Michael Judas May 11th, the priest of punishment, with Ryan North. We're going to hear from Ryan North a little bit later on in the program about that attack. But right now,
it's like it's party time.
It's party time. Davey Rich coming out to the ring for singles action. And ladies and gentlemen, this is from FanFest 2016. This is just a taste of what you can expect this year.
If you've never been to a FanFest, you owe it to yourself. Get out there. Some of the best wrestlers, legends, and young wrestlers as well. Not just the guys that you used to see, but the new lines. And look at this. Tracy Smothers with Ravish and Randy Rose from the Midnight Express.
Oh, yeah.
And Tracy Smothers, one of the original Wild-Eyed Southern Boys. So there's legends everywhere you look here at FanFest.
This year it's going to be at the National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds, building number 3. May 11th, Dothan, Alabama. Air-conditioned building. That time of year in Alabama, that's very important to say.
Absolutely.
Air-conditioned building. Visit Facebook.com/Continental Championship Wrestling to find out how you can get your tickets to this year's FanFest CCW 2.0.
In the ring, Johnny Rich with Davey Rich. The Riches, very famous as the Rat Patrol, as the Party Boys. They made a lot of noise.
How can I hear not heard somebody say Tracy sucks. I hear another Tracy sucks. Midnight Express, Randy Rose, come out and strike each and every one of you individually. And if I hear a Davey, one time, straight up.
Yeah, the Rat Patrol is in the house. It's going to be a singles match here with Smothers taking on Davey Rich. Davey Rich, outstanding competitor and still in phenomenal shape. Still works out, stays in that gym, and a legend in the ring.
And now Tracy wants quiet as he gets ready for the match. Not as if he had plenty of time in the back to get ready. Now he needs more time in the ring, and he needs his silence.
Well, I'm glad Johnny Rich is out there because I promise you, Randy Rose being out there, he is up to no good. Randy Rose has always been two-faced. He's always been sneaky. And when he was with Norval Losh and when he was with the original Dennis Condrey at Midnight Express, this guy's always somebody to watch. But both these guys know a lot about tag team wrestling. And so in the singles match, they've wrestled many times before in tag matches. And now you see the singles match and Tracy Smothers get ready for action. And it looks like he's doing something over there with Randy Rose.
Just handed something off to Randy.
Was that a stopwatch to time the match? Or I mean, what's he doing there? Probably not.
There's no telling.
Maybe it's a party supply, party favor.
Referee's definitely going to have his hands full even with just this being a singles match.
It's Brandon Brock. It's the son of Larry Brock, referee. And you are watching the previous Fan Fest. Our big Fan Fest is coming up this year, May 11th. Bigger and better than ever. CCW 2.0. If you were a Continental Championship Wrestling fan like we are, you got to be in Dothan, Alabama on May 11th.
The match just started and Tracy's asking for time.
Well, that's a stalling tactic, and certainly psychology is a big part of professional wrestling. No doubt Tracy Smothers can get the job done in the ring, but not choosing to want to do that test of strength. Complaining about hair, complaining about trunks.
They haven't even touched each other yet.
Davey Rich wouldn't do either one of those things. And who would want to touch his hair again? Would you?
No.
Now, we're going to see about this test of strength. And Davey get the crowd up. One thing about Davey, he's always ready for a party.
Trying to get under the skin of Tracy Smothers. They lock up now into the corner.
Collar and elbow now, reversal into the corner. Let's see if we get a clean break here. We should get a clean break by Davey Rich, but you saw he was set and ready just in case. Of course, he's complaining about a hair pull. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
Now look at that grin on Randy Rose's face. A lot of rumors about Randy Rose right now. I'm just going to say, throw it out there. A lot of rumors about him and CCW 2.0. I haven't heard anything official. I'm just hearing rumors. Locking up again. Into a side headlock now by Tracy Smothers. Good switch into a hammerlock. That could be a submission maneuver there.
Really getting the pressure in on there in a reversal now. Tracy get into the ropes, wanting a break.
Well,
again, just complaining about the tights. And wait a minute. Whatever he gave to Randy, he just gave it back.
And he's wrapping it around his hand. It looks like would it be is it a chain?
It looks like a chain.
Referee's back. He does not see it. And
No,
he threw something.
He just tossed it back to Randy, whatever it was.
I think Johnny Rich saw it. He saw what's going on. The referee, it's a thankless job being a referee. You have to have eyes in the back of your head. It's impossible to see everything. We see it, but we can't call the match.
And we both know about thankless jobs.
Oh, yes. You got to pat him back every now and then. Right? Do it because you love it. Now again, that test of strength. Goes into mercy into a go behind, and switch out by Davey Rich to the ropes, and the referee will call for a break. Again, a clean break, and again, Tracy Smothers complaining about something.
Now going back for that chain.
Oh, now it's in his mouth.
I hope that's his chain.
I wonder where it's been. I wouldn't want him to put it nowhere near. Now, wait a minute. I'm taking that chain and apparently choking him. Johnny Rich trying to tell the referee, and the referee misses completely what's going on here.
And him trying to tell the referee what was going on, it allowed Tracy to use it even more.
And that fast, he ditches it. Gets rid of it. Now takes and rams his head into that turnbuckle. Notice, not much padding on the CCW turnbuckle. It's just your head and some tape wrapped around a steel cable. No pillows here, Bob.
Now Davey in dangerous territory over there. Randy Rosen looking at chain across the throat now.
Good camera work by our CCW cameraman, Bob Smith. Bob is always on it. And too bad the referee can't see the advantage point of the camera.
We don't have
a
replay.
ref cam. They have a ref cam when they're here. Yeah, instant replay would show a lot, wouldn't it? Now the advantage is being given now to Tracy Smothers. He's taking it. And now he's got control like he wanted. He didn't get it the easy way. He's doing it the cheap way. Look at the fans on hand at Continental Championship Wrestling Fan Fest, Dothan, Alabama, at the historic location of the Farm Center Annex Building. So many great matches in that area. And chopping it right in the chest. Short, solid chops. Down to one knee is Davey Rich. Now spitting on it. How insulting that is.
Yeah, Davey.
Now he doesn't want to get Davey Rich mad, because if he does, he's going to see something.
There we go.
These Riches do have a temper again. Now wailing away. Davey Rich pounding away now on Tracy Smothers. Climbing up to that second rope. And he's going to give him the what for right now, right to the face. He don't need a chain, just a knuckle sandwich. Right up to the head.
Oh, and a rake to the eye, getting Davey Rich down.
Takes him against the ropes, arm whips in reverse now by Davey. Turning with an elbow, and down goes Tracy Smothers.
He's asking for the chain, and Randy gave it to him. Davey now getting distracted by Randy Rose.
Now we got a little lick in on Randy Rose, but watch your attention there. Do not turn your back to Tracy Smothers. Caught him with that chain, and now it's under his arm apparently. He may have him there, lights out, hitting right square in the head. 1, 2, 3. Referee counted. He's trying to hide that foreign object. Referee raising the hand now of Tracy Smothers. But that certainly was not a clean win at all. Trying to get the fans riled up, and he's doing a good job of that. But
Tracy's proud of what he's done here.
and Johnny's telling the referee it's under his arm, but I think he's moved it. There's no telling where it's at now.
Looks like he gave it back to Randy.
Probably, yeah, now he has it again. When's enough? Let it go, Tracy Smothers. Let it go. And again, putting the attention over on Randy Rhodes. That's why Randy's out there to distract, to assist him. Why couldn't he come in the ring one-on-one?
Now he wants the ref to raise his hand.
Not the Tracy Smothers. Oh, something dropped. He went to the pot one too many times and got caught. Now Smothers begging off, and the referee says no way and reverses the decision. And Tracy Smothers will be disqualified for using the chain. The winner will be Davey Rich.
And Tracy Smothers may not like it, but the ref doing the right thing here. I think Tracy's looking for a microphone.
Cut the music. Hey, everybody saw he planted that chain on me. This was down in Alabama. He said to my lawyer Monday morning, shut up, I'm trying to work here. I'm not going to do it. Dude, Road Sports for a lifetime done. Richard tonight, Tracy Shaw, Cycles, Badger, Smokey Smothers. Hi, Tracy Smothers and Randy Rose, Midnight Express will never ever come back to Dothan, Alabama again.
I don't think anybody would miss him. Too bad, because at one time, Tracy Smothers was an outstanding wrestler himself.
And
Randy Rose, give the devil his due, but we don't need any shortcuts like that.
Crowd singing him out, and Tracy out with a chair, throws it up against the ring post.
You know, back before Johnny Ricks retired, this would be a great tag team match right now.
Fans got to look out for Tracy. He's obviously heated over the ref's decision to
He's a wild man right now. He's just all over the place.
He's got another chair.
If I was that fan, I'd be.
What did that wall ever do to him? But nevertheless, just a little bit earlier ago, Jimmy Golden was taking on Maniac Michael Patrick when Brian Brock decided to get involved, and Ron Fuller took exception to it. Didn't like the way that the Dirty Blondes handled their business, so he took it upon himself to escort Brian Brock from the ringside area.
Kind of took the trash out there, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. And look at the reaction of Robert Fuller.
He is eating it up.
He loved it, and then Ron returned the favor.
Yes, sir.
Of tripping up Michael Patrick, assisting Jimmy Golden in getting the victory. 1, 2, 3.
And Robert Fuller not happy at all. Ron Fuller got one over on him, and the brotherly feud continues.
But I believe it's someone's birthday.
We gotta have cake for birthday, right?
I'd like to say one thing about this town, Dothan, okay? And I've been all over the world wrestling. This is the best small city wrestling in the world is right here in this town. You people have been tremendous fans. All the years that I wrestled here, that Jimmy wrestled here, we love coming to Dothan because of the great support we had here. Okay? And I want to apologize for the match I was in earlier. I had no idea what that bump was all about. And I apologize, but I didn't think he had any business being in the ring with Jimmy. And Jimmy and I talked. Tonight is my brother's birthday. May 14th is his birthday. And we've been part, me and Jimmy and my brother, we've been part of the longest running feud in professional wrestling. 30 years. It's been 30 years almost that we have had these fights and all these skirmishes and all this problems and all this jawing and everything else that we've done. And I talked to Jimmy here a few minutes ago, and it's time that we put our family back together. And I want to do it right here in this ring tonight. I want to put it right here tonight, our family back together again. And it's my brother's birthday, and I'm hoping that, listen back there, Robert, I'm hoping that you finally figure out, man, that we need to quit feuding and we need to become family again. That's what I want to do. I want to do it right here tonight. And it's my brother's birthday. And if y'all don't mind, would you help me sing happy birthday to my brother? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to your mother. Happy birthday to you.
As good as it gets, man, I guarantee you. Isn't that something?
I really hate to come out here and interrupt this warm and fuzzy ceremony.
Man, you interrupted that.
Why don't you shut up? But after the events earlier this evening, when you thought it was necessary to embarrass me and my partner here, we just had to come out here and tell you guys, you know what? Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares about your birthday, Robert. Nobody in this town cares about your stupid cake, your stupid presents, or anything. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see you. Nobody wants to watch you guys wrestle. That's why we're going to do things going to Dalton. And you know what? Cowboys in this town, don't get me wrong. We've had our differences in the past.
Teach you about a cowboy hat.
That's right. We've had our differences in the past, but just tonight in the back, he warned us about how you guys are. And at first, we didn't believe him. But once we got out here and we saw exactly how crooked that the Fuller family is, we realized that we signed with the devil. So as far as I'm concerned, this stupid cake, this stupid party, it's over.
You want some of this? That's what you want? Come on, let's go.
Well, it's dissolved here into a fight now.
Oh! Right into that cake. And right in the face of Bam Bam Brian Rock of the Dirty Blondes. Now he has a Dirty Blonde face for a cake. And you have your cake and eat it too.
He definitely got more than a mouthful of that one.
Cowboy Dennis Dale, they call him the crazy cowboy for good reason. He gets crazier every time I see him. Well, the Dirty Blondes realize that they're better without the fillers. They don't want the fillers. Robert Fuller a little upset about his cake. Well, he certainly enjoyed using it.
Hey boy, with the cake all over your face, you go back and you clean your face up real good. I'll go back here in the back, put my tights and boots on, come back out here and kick your...
Wow, that's great. Looks like challenge accepted for later tonight. Robert Fuller and Brian Brock, and he's really throwing a temper tantrum now.
How long's it been since Robert Fuller has wrestled? And one of the great wrestlers of all time, but to put those trunks on again, he must really be upset and have something to prove.
He's got to get that frosting off his face first.
Absolutely.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
Continental Championship Wrestling presents CCW 2.0 live in Dothan, Alabama at the National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds, building number 3, air conditioned, and just in time for the greats of all time, Ron Fuller, the Tennessee Stud, Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, Bob Armstrong, the Bullet, Bad to the Bone. We're talking about the major leads of professional wrestling coming to Dothan, Alabama, the legendary WWE Hall of Famer, Jake the Snake Roberts, the original Midnight Express, Loverboy Dennis Condrey, and beautiful Bobby Eaton will be here, as well as the Wild Man from the Sudan, Abdullah the Butcher, the First Lady of CCW, Missy Hyatt, and many more stars. The action will be hot and heavy. You be in Dothan, Alabama at the National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds Building number 3 on Saturday, May 11th. Don't miss it. Be there.
Now we got women's action coming up here for you. Awesome Kong.
What a name and what a presence. This lady is a legend herself, and a young legend, but she has not been knocked off her feet too many times. She is someone to contend with in any wrestling ring with anyone.
Everyone, man, woman, doesn't matter who it is. When she starts coming out, everyone gets out of her way.
And she is awesome. And Kong, she lives up to the name, and she's been all over the world of Japan. She's an international superstar. The United States. She's been to the big show. She's been everywhere. And now she's at CCW Fan Fest in Dothan, Alabama. And she's ready to see action. We'll see what happens with Awesome Kong. How would you like to be in the ring with her?
I don't know, but...
Well, her maybe.
Hollywood Heather getting ready to take on Awesome Kong here in one-on-one action.
Now, Heather's a tall girl.
Yes, she is.
Not as big, proportionally speaking, as Awesome Kong, and definitely not as experienced as Awesome Kong, but she has a lot of confidence going in that ring, and just to wrestle Awesome Kong says a lot about her, and what a big feather in her cap if she could beat Awesome Kong.
Oh yeah, and Hollywood Heather always says, don't have to be bigger, you just have to be smarter.
And she could be that. That could be her lucky night tonight.
Definitely a tough task. Could be a tough task for anyone against Awesome Kong here tonight.
They don't call her awesome for nothing. She is phenomenal. She can move around like a wrestler 200 pounds lighter than her. You know, but she is agile and she's powerful. And that's a deadly combination. And she's mean. She has a very mean streak in her. Not something you want to cross. She's been known to break Barbie dolls' heads off, you know. And this, to her, she's just another Barbie doll.
But this is just another example of the amazing talent Continental Championship Wrestling keeps bringing in every year to the Fan Fest. You don't want to miss it this year to see all the amazing talent that's going to be there this year. As now Hollywood Heather trying to start things off with a handshake and receives a slap.
All right, that hard blow to the back. Good double behind by Heather, but not able to do anything with her, but certainly, single leg drop kick, and I don't even think she moved, did she?
She didn't.
And that's a lot of weight, a lot of size doing behind that drop kick. Double leg drop kick and still.
Hollywood Heather's going to have to get smarter here.
Goes right into that awesome elbow. Shoulder tackle and takes her over upside down. Now you're seeing the violent streak in Awesome Kong. Awesome Kong gonna make a mockery down out of Hollywood Heather. I think she's just getting angry, just getting started.
Some massive chops and a headbutt. You ever been chopped?
Not by Awesome Kong, and I hope I never am. Hard, full body slam with all that weight crashing down.
Showing that power. Now standing on the hair of Hollywood Heather, pulling her up. Ref ought to be asked for a break here.
The women's wrestling movement has really grown strong in professional wrestling, and we bring ladies from all over the country to our Fan Fest. We'll have 2 at this one coming up May 11th. Make sure you're there. The midgets are going to be there as well, another special attraction. So you want to be there for all the action, and just like this one, hot and heavy. Off the ropes now. Again, not really doing anything to her, not phasing her. Finally, a boot. Get her to the ropes. Finally, she did something to take her off her feet and now back to the floor. Maybe Hollywood Heather can capitalize on this and get something done. Caught in the midsection as she jumped down. That's where the inexperience comes in.
A guillotine leg drop doing nothing to Kong.
Now takes her head first and shoulder in the steel ring post, and you know, that post doesn't move. So when you hit
doesn't.
It's just solid steel. Fans cheering for her. Awesome Kong, sort of celebrity status, so she's been around so long. She's been some big places, and now she's in CCW. Taking care of business the way that she does it. Kong style. Boot now takes Heather down. I don't know if they have people like Awesome Kong, where Hollywood Heather grew up in Hollywood, but you know, this ain't no movie. This is a real thing here.
With that name, would you think she's from Hollywood?
I don't know, is she? What do you think?
I'll have to ask her.
Maybe her hair's from Hollywood. Possibly. Now taking that hair, another disadvantage perhaps, headbutt. And Hollywood Heather going down. I think she's got a migraine now.
Awesome Kong just having her way with her. Off the ropes, big splash.
Full splash, dude, all that weight right across her evenly. Can't believe she had a shoulder up.
Only a one count.
Has to be on instinct there.
Hollywood Heather just running off instinct now. Just that fighting instinct of not wanting to give up. Now sleeper hold in.
She definitely has her work cut out for her. Again, she's a young lady trying to get started in professional wrestling. She's done very well for herself in a short period of time, but she's in the ring now with a push. Good escape move there by Hollywood Heather. You talk about how smart she is. She's showing some of that ring smarts right now. Obviously, she did her homework on some of these moves with Awesome Kong.
Yeah. The advantage of someone like Awesome Kong, there's a lot of footage of her out there. There's a lot of things to study on her.
Now it's Hollywood Heather has her in that corner. Another boot to the midsection. Arm puts her across. Now Heather climbing up. What's she going to go for here? She's going to fly. Here she does backwards. Caught her with that drop kick.
Gets Kong off her feet.
And this could be her time to shine right here. Caught her off the ropes. Covers her. Hits the leg. 1, 2. So close. That could be an upset right here. If she would have beat Awesome Kong, what a name she'd make for herself.
So close. She almost had it.
Not only would she make more money, she'd get bigger matches, bigger opponents. Because they make bigger opponents. Oh, look at that kick.
Sent her down. Collinsby out.
I thought she had it. I thought we had an upset right there.
So did many of the fans here.
Fans, you got to come see CCW 2.0 live. You want to see the action hot and heavy like you see it here? Come out and see us live in Dothan, Alabama on Saturday, May 11th, CCW 2.0. You do not want to miss that. You're watching on WBHN, channel 18 from Dothan, Alabama. And now look, Awesome Kong now says enough is enough, trying to choke her, but still fighting. Heather's not stopped the fight. Spin and a punch, double punch, caught her with the back of the head too. Now she hooks her, both arms. Sets her up now. Whoa! And I believe she knocked some lights out there. That's all she wrote. 1, 2, 3, Awesome Kong showing why she is awesome.
Hollywood Heather, it looked like she was gaining some momentum there with that leg drop and then the splash off the ropes. But ultimately, Awesome Kong able to pull out a victory, a dominating victory here.
Face first.
Definitely do not want to be the next person to have to face her.
Absolutely not. Well, once you're in a dark alley or a wrestling ring. You're winning the match, Awesome Kong.
Back here with Ryan North. Now, Ryan, back in March on the Wrestle America Facebook page, a video surfaced of Paul Jourdain trying to leave the arena when he was attacked. And there was a voice in the background that a lot of people suspect was you. And even Paul Jourdain believes that he knows who attacked him, your client, Michael Judas.
Let me cut you off right there. There's no way I'm filming or watching Paul Jourdain getting attacked. Okay, he's a great guy. why would I watch him get attacked? And for that matter, why would the priest of punishment provoke someone like the in-game Paul Jourdain?
Well, regardless of the motive, your client is now having to face in-game Paul Jourdain at CCW 2.0 on May 11th at the National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds. What do you have to say to Jourdain?
Why? Why? Just because he suspected that he got attacked by the priest of punishment? I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what? Michael Judas is a fighting person. He will take on all comers, and I have faith in him, and he will beat the in-game Paul Jourdain with his lies and mystique.
Okay. Well, CCW 2.0, Dothan, Alabama. Be there.
And that's just one of the many matches that's going to be coming up. A lot of those matches to be announced next week right here on this program. But CCW 2.0, Saturday, May 11th, Dothan, Alabama, National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds. Call the number on your screen or visit facebook.com/Continental Championship Wrestling to find out how to get your tickets to Continental Championship Wrestling 2.0 Fan Fest. And now, some of the young and up-and-comers.
Jimmy Ray. Jimmy Ray came along in TNA Wrestling, along with Ring of Honor Wrestling, and now he's in CCW. Only the top stars come here. They come from other places, all over. But right now, he's where? Continental Championship Wrestling. And this guy has a reputation. This guy one of the top wrestlers in the country, and we got him right here. You're about to see why. Kyle Matthews, another man. This man was voted Wrestler of the Year in Georgia for 4 years in a row. This man certainly knows his way around the ring, trained by the late Ted Allen, who wrestled as one of the Nightmares all across the country. And you see the tattoo on his arm, shoulder. With Kyle Matthews versus Jimmy Ray, this match a main event anywhere in the country. And we got it right here on TV, right here on CCW.
Continental Championship Wrestling on May 11th. You're going to get to see a lot of new faces thanks to our friends at WrestleMerica out of Barnesville, Georgia.
And this is what we're saying. Yeah, we got the legends. We got the old guys we hadn't seen forever, but we got the young lions. We got tomorrow's wrestling. We got today's wrestling. These guys right here. This will be a wrestling clinic for any young wrestler that wants to get into wrestling. They can show you right now what real pure wrestling is all about.
Jimmy Ray with the early mind games against Kyle Matthews.
And these two, at one time, best friends. A little story behind them. Jimmy Ray, they're a little jealous, I think, of Kyle Matthews' success. In fact, he had a lot to do with Kyle's training in the early days with Ted Allen. And then maybe Kyle got too big. Maybe he got bigger than Jimmy Ray at one time. And I think this is to prove who's the captain and who's the student. Well, it's going to be an interesting match for sure.
Jimmy Ray with the early upper hand here.
Now, Kyle favoring that neck already. Scoping this man out. Kyle giving up a little bit of size, but he certainly makes up for that in speed and agility.
Doesn't let size dictate his matches.
Full on twist into a standing wrist lock now by Jimmy Ray. Good escape, roll over and under, and back into a standing wrist lock of his own. Good way to reverse that. For every hold, there's a counter. And you're going to see about 50 right here. Snap, there, caught him, and look at that reversal. Right back into a step over on that wrist lock.
Now here wants him to break the arm.
This is wrestling personified, chain wrestling. From one move to another, right on that mat, and that's where wrestling takes place, on the mat. Driving that knee right to the arm of Jimmy Ray. Arm drag takedown, spin under on the arm, and arm bar applied now by Kyle Matthews. And he's just going to take that one body part and wear it down. You know, if you take that table leg out from the table, that table's going to fall.
Another arm dragging back to the arm, just work it over.
And notice how he positions that knee right there on the side. That's a control move. He wants to keep the man right there in his grab. He's doing it very well. Hard kick. Right there to the elbow. Now picks him up, choking on that arm again. Notice, working that one body part. We could see a submission hold down the road in this match. He has that Jourdain lock that he uses, and very effectively, I may say so. If he can wear this man down, he could see him tapping out in the future. Open over his man, clothesline by Jimmy Rave. Two of the best wrestlers on the scene, and here they are in Dothan, Alabama. With a rich legacy of Continental Championship Wrestling. Mat Wrestling was a big part of that. And you talk about psychology, Jimmy Rave is the king of psychology. Battery ram now, shoulder into the midsection by Jimmy Rave. And again, Tom Matthews is up on that ring rope, and look at him. Taking the wind right out from under him. Snapmare. Boot to the face by Jimmy Rave. Covered him only a 1 count. This match has been non-stop since that bell rang.
And now Jimmy Rave is going to try to slow it down here a little bit.
Well, he better, because, you know, Kyle is a house of fire. He's not going to sit down for him. He's going to keep going if he can. And these are the fan supporters getting right there. The fans love this young man. A former teacher, working in middle school, and now in the wrestling ring. Started wrestling when he was 14 years old.
He's stopping
in the backyard. Talking about, again, that air. If you don't have that air to breathe, it's kind of hard to do anything in the ring. That endurance, that stamina goes away. Right away with an oxygen. Ooh. Vicious punch. Jimmy Rave roll up, not enough. Outstanding action, that's what you'll see each and every time you see Continental Championship Wrestling. Glad you tuned in tonight. Make sure you make plans to be here live in Dothan, Alabama at the National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds building number 3 on Saturday, May 11th. Matches just like this and better right there with the legends of Continental Championship Wrestling.
Well, back to Jourdain, Judas. We've seen the footage. We've heard from Jourdain. We've heard from Ryan. You've had a lot of run-ins with Ryan North. Do you think Judas had anything to do with that attack?
Absolutely. I don't think there's any denying that weasel laugh was Ryan North. He can't deny that was his voice. And why he was doing it, he needs to tell us that. He's wanting us to solve a riddle. He's the riddler. You tell us what's going on. But all I do know is the in-game Paul Jourdain knew enough about it. He knew who it was, and he's not a happy man. And Paul Jourdain's a big boy. Well, I know the proof's the punishment. I know Michael Judas is not only a big man, he's a vicious man. It's going to be one heck of a fight. But you know what? Michael Judas does not back away from fights. Neither does Paul Jourdain.
Carl Matthews taking back over the momentum, diving through the ropes there to take out Jimmy Rave.
You are seeing right now a phenomenal matchup with two of the young lions in pro wrestling today. And he's got the crowd pumped up, he's pumped up, and he's ready for action. Going right back in the ring. Got to get that match in the ring.
Can't win it on the
climbing
floor.
the ropes. Scaling the ropes. Sound like Spider-Man up there. Caught him, cross body block off the ropes. 1, 2. Here comes Matthews charging in. Schoolboy, roll up. Wait a minute, Rave's at the ropes.
Luckily, Matthews is able to kick out of it.
Look at this.
Oh, backstabber.
Caught him hard with both knees in the back. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Close call for Jimmy Rave. Now, Jimmy Rave is trying to take a respite here. He needs a breather, obviously. This man is all over him. And still pumped up, still ready for more.
God needs to stay on him. Don't give him any time to breathe. Don't give him any time to recover.
Sets him up for a suplex. Let's see if he can bring him in. This can go 2 ways. Jimmy Rave should take him out. Oh! Brought him out now on the apron. Hard shot by Jimmy Rave. Retaliation now by Tom Matthews. And now a chop fest going on the apron.
Oh! Drops him on the apron of the ring.
The spine went right down on that rail. And you know, Bob, that rail, that's a steel rail right there with that wood. The edge of that wood, that's what he just hit with his back.
The hardest part of the ring. So much momentum going down on the small of the back there across that apron.
That had to take a lot out of Tom Matthews, and even with the rally of fan support, that's going to really hurt him in this match. Jimmy Ray was no pushover, like him or
just
not.
barely getting back in the ring to beat the 10 count.
I think Jimmy Ray assumed he's won this match. He thought that was over.
He was perfectly content with winning by count out.
Well, pinning Kyle Matthews is no small order. So he's going to have to still go, but he's certainly got a lot out of him right now. Pushes him up on that top rope and goes in with another chop. Jimmy Ray now going up there with him. Now this could be a superplex we're seeing here. Off the top rope! And down he goes hard. Both men now suffering from the hard battle they're underway right here in Continental Championship Wrestling.
Jimmy Ray not able to capitalize. That would be a great time to get a pin attempt on him.
What fans don't realize, you give someone else a move like that, it takes the wind out of you. Everybody goes down too. 2 3/4 count, but look at the face of Jimmy Ray. He is in shock. How could Kyle Matthews get up? How could he take out of that? The name of the game, though, is to get that pinfall submission. And they both want to be the winner. There can only be one winner in a wrestling match. Double kick now. Sabat kick there by Kyle Matthews. Caught him. Shoulder tackle. Try going for a sunset flip. Ooh, single leg roll. And that back kick. And the 2 count. This match is all over the place. This match is intense. This match is electricity. And that's what you can expect to see each and every week right here on Saturday nights from 11 to 12 o'clock Eastern time. Make sure you're here to watch it. As Dothan, Alabama, Continental Championship Wrestling is on fire.
Kyle Matthews up top now. Jimmy Ray pulls out of the way. No one home for Kyle Matthews.
What is this? Got him to a lock right here. Look for the way to move into a move. Spun around and he's got him now. And he's got him hooked.
He's got him in the crossface, rolls him away from the ropes.
Notice how he used the ropes to his advantage. No choice right there in the middle of the ring. Kyle tapping out. Good run there for Kyle Matthews, but to win the match, the devious, the sharp, the destructive, Jimmy Ray. You're watching Continental Championship Wrestling. Stay tuned because we got a lot of action. Watch this.
Earlier tonight, we had a little birthday party for Robert Fuller, and the Dirty Blondes, from what happened earlier in the evening, came out very upset with how it happened, and it just turned into a huge brawl.
Donnybrook going on there, and some kind of party. Nobody parties like the Fuller boys and the Goldens. And they're showing them that sometimes blood is thicker than water.
Brian Brock ending up with a face full of cake, courtesy of the Fuller family. Obviously very upset over what happened, being embarrassed in front of all these people here in Dothan, Alabama.
Dennis Gale pretty upset himself.
And this led to actually a challenge being made. Brian Brock, Robert Fuller hadn't wrestled in years.
No.
But he's putting on the tights here right now.
You know he's mad if he's gonna get the tights on.
In our main event, as Brian Brock now coming out with Michael Patrick and Dennis Gale.
And this matchup could be a main event anywhere. You're talking about legends versus young lions, the new age against the old age. Some people say old school is better. We're about to see the Dirty Blondes are going to go to old school.
And coming out, it looks like Michael Patrick was trying to, and he's still trying to talk him out of it.
Well, as great as the Dirty Blondes are, and they are a great team, they will be there May 11th, by the way. But as great as they are, they're not brothers, and they're not the Fullers, and they haven't been in wrestling as long as the Fullers. Here's Robert Fuller. Let's see what Robert Fuller's going to do. And he looks in good shape.
Yeah, he brought his tights. He's ready for a fight.
They say a true wrestler always has his boots and trunks somewhere nearby.
I need to get some boots and trunks then.
He wants to prove himself, and certainly he's a legend of all legends. And here we go, Robert Fuller going into action against Brian Brock, one-on-one. Putting the boots now. Look at Robert Fuller. He still got it. Colonel Parker. Tennessee Lee. And at some point, he was the Tennessee Stud, too.
Oh, and look at Michael Patrick, though.
Wait, now this is not a tag team match. This is a singles. So what is he doing in there? Handicap match, I
And
would say.
Robert Fuller's out there by himself.
Now, as good as he is, he can't fight for 2 to 3 men. And Dennis Gill right out there.
Now here's Ron
Here
Fuller.
comes Tennessee Stud, Ron Fuller, and Dennis Gill right behind him. KB bar the door. Pandemonium, excitement, and there's those punches being thrown. Wild melee going on.
There's
And
Jimmy
Golden.
Golden.
Golden's in. The family feud has escalated right here in the ring.
And the Dirty Blondes and Dennis Gale retreat.
Destruction is the better part of valor right now for them. And they are out of that ring, and I don't blame them. Maybe they're not dumb as they look sometimes. Why is Dennis Gale with the Dirty Blondes?
There's no telling with that crazy cowboy.
You know, Dennis Gale, you never know what he's going to do, what he's going to say. He's always been that way.
They never intended for this to be a one-on-one match. This was just an excuse for them to try to single out Robert Fuller and take him out.
When you saw Robert Fuller was not by himself.
I'll tell you something, you punk. I hadn't had tights on in 30 years. And probably his first time was tonight. I want to get my butt in the ring with you little slimy ass. And I will wrestle. I'll wrestle for the first time in 30 years. And you guys are going to get the ass whipping of your lives.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Wow, the Fuller family definitely fired up over the actions of the Dirty Blondes and Dennis Gale.
I would not want Ron Fuller and Robert Fuller mad at me. You can see who's standing tall now, who's standing in the ring, and who's running.
Don't you call me that.
Hey, are y'all game? August the 6th, for us three kicked down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
I'll tell you what.
August the 6th, you gonna get it once.
When are we getting out? Let's get it out.
Well, they're going to do it right now, they said.
They issued a challenge, 6-man tag, but it looks like we're going to battle it out right here.
Why wait? Get it done right now. Jimmy Golden, gorgeous Jimmy Golden. Tennessee Stud, Ron Fuller, Robert Fuller, all in the ring. And they're saying they'll wrestle these guys. That's how upset they are.
Dennis, do we really agree to this? What? We agreed to do this? August 6th?
We agree to do it, sign the line.
You know, true legends never die. And this is proof right here.
And now the Dirty Blondes having a little bit of regret now to agree to face the Fuller family.
Maybe the old men aren't as out of it as they thought they were. You know, Ron and Robert Fuller have been through bigger people to get to a better fight than the
Looks
Dirty
like they're
Blondes.
getting ready to just stomping on the heads of the Blondes.
And here's the other thing. They're not always fan favorites, so they know how to break the rules too. Dennis Gale a little loopy now. He stuck his face in the wrong hole.
Well, now they've done agreed to it. 3-on-3 action, the Fuller family against the Dirty Blondes and Dennis Gale. And guess what? We're going to have that for everyone right here next week.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see it. What will Ron Fuller look like with Robert Fuller back, Jimmy Golden back in the ring? Old times. Happy days are here again.
It all went down in Blakely, and you're going to get to see it right here. Continental Championship Wrestling next week, same time, same channel.
It's the best.
And don't forget, May 11th at the National Peanut Festival Fairgrounds.
CCW 2.0, don't miss it. Be there.
Man, he looks like he's 20 years old.
Yes, sir. Continental Championship Wrestling's on fire.